Being the boss can be hard, but then no one ever said it would be easy. Not everyone aspires to one day be the boss, and many of us don't naturally wish to have a boss. But at the same time, most of us want to be part of a great team, and great teams are led by great leaders, and at the end of the day, all businesses live and die by the strength of their leadership. So here's part one of my list of 10 things that great bosses do. So if you're the boss, ask yourself, how do I measure up? So at number one, great bosses are proactive in forward thinking. They are visionaries. They know they won't always get it right, but they're always looking ahead and taking action. At number two, they create a culture by design rather than by default. They purposefully create a culture that reflects their values rather than let the culture create itself. They recognize that the culture of the business is a valuable and sometimes a fragile asset, so they passionately nurture and protect it by making sure that they attract people who share the same values. And they don't hesitate to move those people on that don't share the same values. At number three, they encourage new ideas and new ways of thinking. Great bosses think outside the box and they empower their team to do the same. They're not threatened by new ideas and new ways of thinking. Instead, they feed off it. They recognize that running a business and developing a culture and building a team is a very creative process. They recognize that what was right and worked yesterday may not be right and work today. So they're always on the quest for constant and never-ending improvement. The fourth thing they do is they empower others with a sense of ownership. They don't just talk the talk of teamwork and ownership. They create an environment and systems that encourage open, honest feedback. They aren't blinkered or threatened by not having total control. They recognize that the challenge isn't just in letting new ideas in, but in getting old ideas out. So they create an environment where everyone understands that their ideas matter and that everyone has the power to influence, to change and control the outcome. And the fifth thing that great bosses do is they create a learning environment. They develop leadership and growth from within the team. They use the workplace as a classroom, integrating individual learning and growth into every job description so that personal and professional development is required and rewarded. So that's the end of part one of 10 things that great bosses do. Part two is next week. And if you don't already have them, can I suggest that you get my books, Grow 2 Management and Grow 3 Team, which are full of ideas to help you become a better leader, owner, or manager. So thank you for watching. See you next week for part two. Until then, have a great week.